Hello and welcome to another one of these. Now a very rare subject for me to look at, a German Second World War aircraft. And we need to start off by recognising the fact that these were just about all built by slave labour as part of the Holocaust. So, yeah. Yeah, that must be taken into account when you're looking at the measurements of these two. It's not just the regime it fought and flew and fought for, but also its actual construction. Yeah, quite a sad debut for the jet fighter in combat, and the fact that there's need for combat at all isn't sad enough, you know. But anyway, yeah. So yes, that's why I'm Team Meteor. Because though it entered service first, can we call it a true entry of service? Here's the question: can we call it a true entry of service when most of them become unserviceable after a few hours use because they tried to refine the engine too quickly, as opposed to the Meteors and the Vampires, which got on a lot better. They were just slightly later, but they continuously worked, you know, for longer periods than these would, before they'd need a total overhaul of the engine. And they wouldn't be stuck together bits of masking tape either, which we were to patch holes and things. So yeah. But anyway, here we have the Airfix Messerschmitt 262 A-1A. I work here supposedly on attack some B-17. It's not the most exciting, and so that'd be good if its guns were firing, maybe just to sort of simulate it's shooting at one that we can't see or something like that, just to make it a bit more exciting. But again, I'm not a huge fan of these CGI box arts. On the whole, you've got two options here. Let's open up and see what you get inside. So it looks like I'll show you most of it here. On sprue. You do get a pilot, that's nice to see. Fuselage size. And the canopy is in its own little bag there. Can't quite get to see the transparencies, but yes, that's what you get. Word. Right. Here's your history. And obviously, again, I see there it's going on about it in the takeoff and landing. Alright, it's wonderful in takeoff and landing. Let's not forget the engagements of people such as the Tuskegee Airmen and Trip Yeager, who shot these things down in dogfights as well, not just on takeoff and landing. Right. So it looks like you begin with a cockpit tub, which really is a tub. Half big right here. So end on, seat in, rudder pedals going in, control column, side panels, top half of the cockpit there with the instrument panel going in, some transfers for that. Two halves come together, put the pilot in before that bit goes on if you want him in. There's a wing spar, nice to see, bit of strength going in, and more strength going in there, and that's what the cockpit tub goes on to. Firewall going in on the fuselage, and that comes together and then you bring the whole thing in. Shows you where to drill. So if you're using another stand, this is a good area to drill out, or see to the shape of your stand. If not, you're putting 5 grams in the nose. The door bay goes on there. The lower bay goes on. Upper wings go on. Tailplane gives you the cross section should be 90 degrees. Posable fin, rudder, sorry. I'll get there. Building the engines. Engines going on. Wheels up configuration, good to see. Wheels down if you want that. Weighted wheels if you want all that. Canopy open or closed. Got that awful side opening canopy that the 1A had, which was really good at trapping you in because the airflow would come over this and pin it down. As opposed to British ones where all you do is you don't have to pull the release and the airflow actually pull it back. In most cases, with your radio equipment and pitot tube going in, all your stencil data. So fair bit, but not an awful amount. Not like an F4 Phantom or anything like that. So that's pretty cool. Your paint schemes. Option A is a Messerschmitt 262 A-1A of 9 Kampfgeschwader 54, Neuburg and Donau in Bavaria, during March to April 1945. Fairly simple scheme with this mottling on that they like so much, but yeah. The other reason why I don't really like doing German aircraft, this would be the one, again it's got mottling to a degree, but it's a bit more achievable. If I was to do it, this would be the one I'd like to do. Aircraft flown by Geschwader Commodore Theodor Weisenberger, Stab 2, Jagdgeschwader 7, Kautenkirchen, Germany, 1945, January 1945. Apologies to all the German viewers or German speaking viewers if I've absolutely butchered any of that German on the way through. But yes, so you got the splinter camo going on. It's like, I'll be honest, it's just a bit simpler. That one can look quite nice. The box art's got that one on. In the white, it's got a bit more colour going on in other areas, but loses it a bit in the top, as opposed to this one, which has a few more colours going on all over. And there are the transfers for your enjoyment. Plenty of the Microsoft to go out of these two markings. Right. Well, there we have it. Should you want to build a Messerschmitt 262? Looks like it's a good option. Yes. I think if it was any other jet, I'd have been opening those bags to look to actually build it myself. This was actually going to be moved on, which is why I was trying to be a bit careful with how I did it there. But yes. Alright, take care, stay safe, me well, and I'll see you next time. Bye!